Hi guys, welcome to the channel. In this video you'll see countries with the most impressive life expectancies. Please give this video a like, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.
Monaco 89.4%. Monaco, formerly the Principality of Monaco, is a sovereign city-state and microstate, situated on the French Riviera in Western Europe. It's crazy how exceptionally tremendous the future of this little nation is. Monaco brags a future very nearly 5 years more than the second most noteworthy future of a country and well more than 15 years more than the normal future of the whole world. On the off chance that you need to live long, go to Monaco. Simply joking. Monaco is obviously so high because of great medical services and extraordinary banks, and individuals there are the most extravagant normal on the planet. Monaco is really the second littlest country on the planet behind the scandalous Vatican City, and keeping in mind that it may not be overly noteworthy to you as more modest nations will in general have better futures, Monaco is still amazingly high with regards to life and merits in front of the rest of the competition. Cash may not accepting joy, however it purchases more long stretches of life, in any event for this situation. 2. Japan 85.03%. Japan is an island country in East Asia in the Pacific Ocean. It lies off the eastern bank of the Asia mainland, east of China, Korea, Russia, and extending from the Sea of Okhotsk in the north toward the East China Sea and close to Taiwan in the southwest. Japan has the most elevated future in the whole universe of nations with more than 100,000 individuals. Monaco has more, yet it's an excessively small country, and Hong Kong does, yet it's typically not perceived as a country, and there's a ton of contention and debate about whether it's a piece of China or not. I picked not to incorporate Hong Kong as a nation, so Japan is the country with the most noteworthy. It's formally found something useful to do, hope of a little more than 85 years, which is incredibly great. Japan is a thickly populated country since a large portion of individuals are pressed in urban communities among mountains, and furthermore an exceptionally populated nation when all is said and done, so you wouldn't anticipate that it should be as crowded. Congrats to individuals in Japan, however you will not be kicking the bucket anytime soon. 3. Algeria 76.69%. Algeria, formerly People's Democratic Republic of Algeria, is a sovereign state in North Africa on the Mediterranean coast. Gracious, 76.69, you say? Yet, sloth, that is not amazing. It's presumably not even in the main 50 nations with the most noteworthy live anticipations. You're correct, it's 63rd, to be exact, yet how great it is doesn't generally decide how amazing it is. There's an explanation. I put Algeria on here, and this is on the grounds that out of each and every country in Africa, which is the mainland with a great many people, incidentally, this has the most noteworthy future, and alongside Morocco and Tunisia, both in the high 70s, are fundamentally unapproachable by the other African nations, a portion of which's futures are unfortunately even under 50 years for each individual. Pretty great to me, at any rate. 4. Switzerland 84.25%. Switzerland, formerly the Swiss Confederation, is a government republic in Europe. It comprises of 26 cantons, and the city of Bern is the seat of the government specialists. It's really a little unexpected when I consider it in light of the fact that their image is an or more sign with red and white, as though a well-being image, and they have a particularly high future. Recently felt that was somewhat interesting. Presently, Switzerland, barring Hong Kong and Macau and those dubious state-city nations, has the fourth most noteworthy future of any country in the whole world, behind Japan, San Marino, and Monaco, with 84.25. This is very acceptable in light of the fact that they're a sizable nation as well, and in the event that you needed to figure which nations had the most elevated futures, you wouldn't figure Switzerland. Congratulations to them. 5. Italy 84.01%. Italy, in Italian Repubblica Italiana, is a unitary parliamentary republic in Europe. Italy covers a region of 301,338 square kilometers. With just about 62 million occupants, it is the third most crowded EU part state. Situated in the core of the Mediterranean Sea, Italy shares open land borders with France, Switzerland, Austria, Slovenia, San Marino and Vatican City. The capital and biggest city is Rome. Other significant urban areas are Milano, Naples, Torino, Venice, Florence. Italy's true language is Italian. Italy has one of the greatest futures in the whole world, with a little more than 84 years for every individual, around 86 for females and very nearly 82 for guys, to be exact. Italy is quite possibly the most wonderful nations on the planet, and I was really going to go there if not for dumb COVID, which dropped the excursion. However, we're getting off subject. At any rate, out of incredibly crowded nations, by which I mean nations with more than 10 million individuals, Italy is one of just 2 nations with more than 84 years normal future, behind Japan. Pretty noteworthy. 6. San Marino 85.42%. San Marino, formerly the Republic of San Marino, otherwise called the Most Serene Republic of San Marino, is an enclaved microstate encircled by Italy, arranged on the Italian peninsula on the northeastern side of the Apennine Mountains. Another great country with a high future is San Marino, however you've most likely not known about it. Why? Since it's nearly pretty much as little as Monaco. It's really a truly small island in the cove comprised of Italy's bend that they for reasons unknown chose to make a country. It has the very high future of 85.42 years, which is supposedly, on the off chance that I failed to remember some little nation considered Ciorguda Borlata II, offer me a reprieve, the third most noteworthy future of any country on the planet. That is excessively amazing. If not for the reality San Marino is so little, it would be extremely high on the rundown. 7. Spain 83.99%. Spain, formerly the Kingdom of Spain, is a sovereign state generally situated on the Iberian Peninsula in southwestern Europe, with archipelagos in the Atlantic Ocean and Mediterranean Sea, and a few little regions on and close to the North African coast. Darn it, Spain. You just passed up Italy's spot, with just 0.02 less in normal years, which is really a quite enormous sum, yet. Spain's future is really like Italy, and presumably for comparable reasons too, however it's still a significant noteworthy future. Individuals in Spain may have recently a sound environment or better, fresher food sources, or simply a great bank or something. At the same time, whatever the explanation is, they live a beautiful long time there. Consider their future 84 years, since it's fundamentally there. 8. Israel 83.49%. The State of Israel is a country in the Middle East and the lone country with a Jewish dominant part on the planet. Israel is a little nation lining Lebanon, Syria, Jordan, and Egypt, and its authority dialects are Hebrew and Arabic. Israel isn't exactly in the main 10 nations with the most noteworthy future, however it is close, as you may have guessed. Also, the score isn't actually what's so amazing about it, it's the conditions. Israel is, indeed, unfortunately known as a brutal country, and when somebody says it you may consider other Center Eastern nations and even psychological oppressors like Osama. There was really a major battle in Israel some time back. So it certainly isn't something you'd expect on top-notch of nations with the most elevated futures, so I needed to give it a spot on here. 9. Australia 83.94%. Australia, authoritatively known as the Commonwealth of Australia, is a nation containing the territory of the Australian landmass, the island of Tasmania, and various more modest islands. Australia has an exceptionally warm environment and is dry. The country's true language is English. This gigantic nation that is at times even viewed as its own mainland, the right term for the landmass is Oceania, which comprises of Australia as well as New Zealand and the other little islands in the South Pacific Sea. Australia itself as a nation, has one of without a doubt the most noteworthy futures ever. This nation is known to be pretty chill about everything and great, as well, similar as Canada, yet a nation of such size wouldn't be relied upon to have a particularly high future. 10. South Korea 83.50%. South Korea, formerly the Republic of Korea, is a sovereign state in East Asia, comprising the southern piece of the Korean peninsula. You're most likely likewise amazed that this nation advanced onto the rundown. The explanation is on the grounds that, lamentably, social class the two Koreas together typically and let North Korea characterize South Korea. In actuality, South Korea is a truly cool country with the biggest latrine amusement park. That is really all I recollect about it at this moment. I'm heartbroken, and is on terrible standing with their northern partners. South Korea has one of the greatest futures on the planet, which is something the vast majority wouldn't anticipate.